Hello, hi folks. We're so sorry. It's taken us a second to get this started. We're dealing with a bunch of updates to computers and all kinds of stuff. My name is Tommy Wren, and you've probably received a million emails from me, and I'm really sorry about that. It's been kind of a crazy day around here as we're getting ready for Spring Lobby Weekend. And this is Julia Newman,
Hi.
who you've probably also gotten some emails from about scheduling lobby visits. So we really appreciate you guys jumping on this Google Hangout, and we're sorry again that it took a few minutes to get started. I am going to grab something really quickly, and Julia is going to talk to you really quick about lobby visit scheduling.
Hi guys. Okay, yeah. So you all should be receiving an email from me today by the end of the night tonight detailing where your congressional or your state delegation is at in terms of lobby visit scheduling. The only reasons you wouldn't be getting an email from me is if you are from Wilmington College, EMU, the Carolina Friends School, or the Friends Seminary from New York. Otherwise, you'll be getting an email from me. Some of them are a little sparser than others because some congressional offices are a little more responsive than others. But if you have put in a lobby visit request, now, like right now, as soon as you're watching this, is a great time to go ahead and follow up with that request by either sending me, if you've completed the lobby request and just forgot to tell me about it, go ahead and forward me all of those emails and be like, hey, I did this. I'll send you a really excited email back probably. Or alternatively, if you have been unable to schedule that, send me an email and be like, help, this hasn't worked yet, and I'll be able to help you out. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. So we wanted to touch on a couple other things, and we are going to actually open this up for a Q&A, and we are going to start that now. So if you're on the call, you should be able to start asking us questions now. I think we've already got one, actually. So really quickly, though, we just want to talk through. So we are really excited. We've updated the schedule online, so you can go to the Spring Lobby Weekend event page. That's fcnl.org/SLW, and you can see an updated schedule. It's including more times and more information about our speakers, so we're really excited to share that. But I just wanted to highlight that we're going to be starting at noon on Saturday with lunch, and then our keynote speaker is at 1 o'clock. So we really want you to try to be there on time to hear Anna Jane Joyner. She's going to be fabulous, and we're really excited to kick off the weekend with her. So a big part of Saturday too that we really want people to know, and something we have kind of learned today, is that there is actually a major marathon going on in Washington, D.C. The Rock and Roll Marathon is happening, which is causing a lot of street closures and a lot of different things happening on Saturday that may impact you if you are driving in the city or into the city. So the first thing I want to highlight is that if you're driving into D.C., we encourage you to use 395 because that's a more surefire way that you're going to get straight into the city without issue. So even if you're coming from like Maryland, if you can get on the Beltway and get to 395, we strongly suggest that. We are going to send an email out to all Spring Lobby Weekend participants either tomorrow or Friday that gives you some more details about these road closures. But I encourage you to Google it, the WMATA website, and just Google these street closures in DC for Saturday, but we also will send you a link. I meant to have that ready for right now, but we've got a little bit of a frantic thing going on here. So just keep that in mind. You may want to add on a safety 30 minutes or so to your drive-in on Saturday. So just know that there may be some street closures that could impact your trip. If you're already going to be in the city, we really encourage you to actually use the metro to get to the hotel where the event will be taking place. That's probably going to be the best bet, surprisingly, to get you to the hotel without a lot of delays. So the program on Saturday will mainly run from about 12 to 5. I'm sorry, 12 to 6. And then Sunday we'll start at 8 with breakfast. The program starts at 9 and will end around 4 for some people if you're lobbying Monday morning, and that includes some of the delegations that Julia mentioned. But if you're lobbying Monday morning, so you probably know who you are if that's the case, or we'll find out soon, we're going to have a special early lobby training for you on Sunday at 4 o'clock. So at that point, if you're not lobbying Monday morning, you'll be able to go on for the rest of the evening. And then if you are lobbying Monday morning, we'll ask you to stay for lobby training. The majority of the group who's going to lobby Monday afternoon or Tuesday on the lobby day will be trained on Monday morning. So hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you can, if you have questions about that, feel free to ask or email us. And then on Monday, the program's going to go from 8 to around 5. We're really excited. Monday afternoon, we'll all head over here to Capitol Hill to be addressed by Congressman Chris Gibson of New York. And then Tuesday will be the lobby day. So we'll have people all over the place. We want to highlight 2 questions we thought people might be interested in knowing answers to. And the first one would be, do I have to lobby alone? And I'll let Julia answer that one.
So no, definitely not. So there are tons of you out there who are the only people from your congressional district, or even a few of you who are the only person from your state who are coming to Spring Lobby Weekend, which is awesome. It's amazing. We love getting in as many offices as possible. And if you are lobbying, you're the only person coming from a district, then you don't have to lobby alone. You can take a friend, anyone you know who's coming from your school or from the same state as you, or that you met and has some free time while you're lobbying and you want to take with you, you can 100% take a friend, introduce them. They don't have to say a lot during the lobby visit. They can just, be there to support you. But even if they are from your state, they probably know people from your district. They can talk about those relationships, especially if you're from a state that has kind of crazy gerrymandered districts or from a big city. They almost definitely have connections to your district, and they can tell the staff about those connections, and that's great. If you don't have somebody like that, you can take one of us.
Yeah.
There are tons of staff who are going to be available to go with you to different lobby visits, and some of our staff we're going to deploy strategically, and they're going to go on lobby visits with some really important members of Congress on this issue, but everybody else is just here to support you, and they're here to say, hey, we want you to have a successful, good time lobbying, and that means that someone, be it me or Tommy, any other young fellow, or any of our lobbyists who work on the second floor will go with you, which is great.
Great. And then the other question that we thought might happen is that there is a lot of free time, which is actually a really exciting thing, because we hope that you'll take advantage of being in DC and exploring the city. So I'm going to have a list put together that'll be available to you of some recommended restaurants that are around the hotel and around some of the different hostels where a lot of you are staying. Also Saturday night, know that we have the Monument Tour scheduled for 7:30. We'll be having more information on Saturday during the day about that tour. So that'll be fun. Make sure to bring some good walking shoes, though, because we're going to walk all over the National Mall. And then Sunday evening, it's a freer evening, so we don't have anything scheduled, but some folks might want to get together to go to a particular restaurant or somewhere in town. And so, yeah, just check out some of the museums and stuff online. I'm sure there's some things you can get to do while you're here with us in DC. So we have 2 questions so far from the Q&A. And so if some folks have joined on, there's this option to ask questions of us right now live. So the first one is from the Colorado Student Government Coalition, and I'm thinking that this is probably the Fort Lewis group, maybe. And so if you're within that group, I'm pretty sure that we have set you up with housing on Friday night. The question is if there's housing provided Friday night. So we did have a limited number of beds available. So if that's still unclear to you, you should have heard from Andrew. So if you want to send an email, actually, because this is a little bit more of a specific question for your group, just email Tommy, Tommy, @fcnl.org, and Andrew, Andrew, not used to saying that one, @fcnl.org, and just ask us about that if you're unclear about your housing on Friday night. The second question is there a way I can lobby Monday morning because I am leaving Monday night? So I think that Julia can speak to that, but one part of this is that it would help if you did email Julia, because we want to know which group that you're coming with. It may work out that we've already got them scheduled for Monday afternoon, so you may be all set. But Julia may have something to add.
Yeah, so when you registered, you should have filled out a form that said, I am arriving on Friday night or Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, and I am leaving Monday night or Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday night. And so if you said that, we know, and we're requesting, if you haven't been able to request your lobby visits and we, the staff, are doing it for you, we will be scheduling that visit. If you want to send me an email at Julia, Julia @fcnl.org, and tell me that you have not heard from us about your lobby visits and you want to make sure they're on Monday, great. I can absolutely answer that question immediately, and let you know that. It'll also be very clear in your email that you get from me today what the deal is. So you should be able to figure that out.
Great. And so I just also want to say, I know that we've been talking a lot about the details of this weekend, but at the end of the day, all of these details will come together and it's going to be an amazing time. We are super excited because we really feel like having over 280 people, by the way, the number keeps growing, joining us for Spring Lobby Weekend, that we just have this really unique opportunity to really talk to Congress and move them on this issue, coming from our unique perspective. And the whole weekend is going to get you prepared for these lobby visits. You do not have to be an expert on climate change, policy, or legislation, climate science. We are going to help you get all the knowledge and resources that you need over the weekend to get you ready for these lobby visits. And then you have this really unique skill that you're going to be able to take onto the next issue and through the years to come. So just know that you are going to be surrounded by literally hundreds of other people who are also going to be really excited to be here with us. Check out that page again, fcnl.org/SLW, to see more about our schedule. Check out our speakers, Anna Jane Joyner, the different representatives from other organizations that we work with often who are joining us. We're going to have congressional staffers there to even ask questions before you actually get to the Hill about what it's going to be like. And so we're just thrilled to have you, and we appreciate you joining on this Google Hangout. If you have folks in your group who didn't get to join in on this Google Hangout but may want the information we've talked about, this is actually going to turn into a YouTube video as soon as we sign off. So feel free to share the link with them. You can just find FCNL's YouTube account and you're going to be able to find this video. So feel free to spread the word. Again, if any questions come up in the next couple days, just call us at the FCNL office or send us emails. We are here for you to help figure things out. Again, my email is just Tommy, Tommy, @fcnl.org. Julia's, Julia. I'm getting better at this. We have another question. Do we need to bring anything like notebooks or pens? That's actually a great question. I would recommend bringing your own notebook and pen. There's going to be a lot of opportunities here for you to listen to a lot of great speakers, but also that you're going to want to take notes to get ready for your lobby visits, and you're going to think of things through the weekend that you may be able to add into your personal story in these lobby visits. So we will have some resources like that, but it's a great idea to go ahead and bring your own notebook and pen for the weekend. Totally. Yeah. So we can keep taking a couple questions, but I think it seems like we're going to wrap up because this Q&A section it seems to be wrapping up. So if you have another one, we'll wait just a second to see if they come in.
Tell a joke. Tell a joke.
I don't know if I have a joke. But we are excited too. The weather looks like it's not going to be terrible on the lobby day, at least.
Yay!
So last year it snowed, as many of you know if you're returning or saw the pictures we were using to advertise this. But we're actually going to have a sunny day Monday and Tuesday. So we're thrilled about that. And we're thrilled to have, I believe, 34 or more states are going to be lobbied. Their representatives and senators will be lobbied. We've got, like I said, over 280 people joining us, and tons of Quakers, tons of non-Quakers, people from all over. We're just thrilled. We are so excited with how this is coming together. This is our biggest Spring Lobby Weekend ever, and we just can't wait to see where this goes and what comes of a weekend like this. So thanks so much for joining on. Again, if you have questions, just reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. There's no need to be stressed about anything. It's all going to work out, and we have tons of staff here to help you figure it out. Also, fun fact, we have a selfie stick and a photo booth, and we are just totally psyched because it's going to be awesome. We will talk to you soon.
Yeah.
See you
Thanks,
Saturday.
everyone. Bye.